So something which I hear rather a lot when we're talking about campervans of this size is that there's no toilet, there's no shower. Although in quite a lot of them these days, even in that size, there is hot water and there is a toilet, but you've not actually got a bathroom. So the option is, you could use potentially an awning, and you can put your toilet in the awning, which a lot of people do. But there is another solution, and that is to create an ensuite. Now this is the Joolca, and this one is the Double Ensuite, which means it's got 2 separate rooms. So I've been a long-term user of Joolca. You can just see sneaking around the back there, I've got the hot tap. Now I've had that for about 2 years, and now I've decided that I wanted lots of other stuff. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you a quick walk around, explain a little bit about what each of these products are before I put it fully on the test. I've not properly tested this part of it out yet, although it is pretty cool. And I'm also going to be testing the toilet out against other toilets. I'll also be testing the shower out against other showers, not to see what's better, but just to see what could suit different purposes. So this is a double. Now I have the awning attachment for that, so when I actually take it out, and I'm going to be showing you properly once I've used it for a little while, I've got used to it, I'll show you what that attachment looks like. So this is the double, and I've seen the posts about how quick it is to put this up, and they're true. It is absolutely true. They're really quick to put up. So what it essentially is you've got 2 separate compartments. So you can see you've got a zipper there, and then this is your toilet area, which I've got the Joolca GottaGo, which is absolutely brilliant. Give you a quick look at this one. So I mean, it's even got levels as to when you actually need to empty. So this does come in with different options, but as you can see here, you've got 2 different holes, one for your 2s and one for your 1s. So you've even got a toilet seat, look at that. So obviously your wee goes in there and your other bits and pieces go in there, but you can open this up, and it's just so clever. I mean, it's rubber sealed, so it's obviously cleanliness and all that kind of stuff, but you have a water bottle, a spray bottle, which you're meant to mix with a concentrate and vinegar and water, and then you've also got a push stick, and these accessories just kind of attach on the side of here, so you can hang them on the side of there, and then there to obviously push down. So obviously you get some paper and then use that stick to push it down if it's not gone down. Now this is a chemical cassette, so as you can see that comes out, and that works as a normal chemical toilet. So obviously this is the outlet there, so it kind of comes out there, stuff goes in there and it comes out there, and you've got the vent etc there. But they've also got a composting version, which I have, and you can also use it for bags. So this can be changed just by taking it out and putting the composting one in there, and I shall show you how that works in a future video. So this is for the 1s, which you can see is really easy. It just pops out. You can take that off, put this one on, and then obviously to carry it around, you just take that, and then none of the liquid's going to get out of it. But as far as this is concerned, I mean, this is really good with it being the chemical and the bagged one, because what it means is you can dispose it in suitable areas rather than having to find a chemical flush place. So yes, like I say, I'll go into that in more detail when I compare the toilets and once I've actually used it, because as you can see, I've not even filled up the water yet, because I don't actually need it here because I'm pitched up on a lovely site, albeit all on my own, completely all on my own in this little area. So I've set up the shower, even though I've not, like I say, been using it this particular time. So this is the hot water shower. So the cable in the piping comes down, shower's up there, comes down, and then it goes out the back or wherever you're going to be putting your unit. And then this is the switch. So flick that, and then the water will come out. You've even got a little window here. So when I do test it out, I will show you exactly how it works. Now, when I test it out, I already know how the shower works, because like I said, I've had it for a couple of years now. Well, I think it'd be, just over 2 years. And it's brilliant, really good. I'll show you that particular unit in a second. But one thing which I didn't have, and it's one of those things where when you're having these showers, how are you going to get rid of that grey water, that grey waste? So this is the Joolca shower base, and basically you stand on this, you can be having your shower and then the water goes into here, and you can see it's all plasticky. I'm not set it up probably because I'm not using it, but it catches there. Water can be fed back out using the pump and then back through the shower. So basically it recycles the water. Now if you didn't want to do that, but you still wanted to collect the water, then the base will collect it, and then you can obviously just use one of the hoses and then put that in a grey waste container and then take it and dispose of it properly, rather than it just kind of going on the grass, which is something which you've got to be careful of, because in certain areas, certain places, water such as that, you know, it has to be dealt with properly, because at the end of the day it is waste, especially if you're using chemicals and soaps and bits and pieces like that, which you know, often a lot of people do these days. So let's get on to the actual main unit itself. So what I've got set up here, so we've got the sink. So this is the sink, which you can see has got the tap on there. So that tap again is going to be hot, and then that can be used to wash your dishes, and you've got the draining board here, so you can actually drain your dishes and everything is good. It's all kept in this box, so it's just a really, really good system. So the way it's set up as far as the hoses are concerned, I've got a T-piece there. So out of the back of the Joolca unit, you have your gas. So I've collected mine to a camping gas bottle, and you can see it's a little bit old now, but that's been connected to that camping gas bottle, which lasts a rather long time. You have your cold water feed coming in, and then that cold water feed can either be from a tap or it can be utilising the pump. So you can actually have a bucket of water and you can suck it up, or you can be parked next to a lake or a river or anything like that, and then the pump will pull in the water and then push it through here and nicely warm it up. So then you've got the hot water outlet, and these are all push fit, so they just push in there. And as I say, I'll go into more detail as time goes by, but this is set to a T-piece. So one of them goes to the shower, and then the other one goes to the sink. Just absolutely genius idea. It's really, really good, really, really effective. So this is the Nomad system which I got. So you can see the Joolca hot tap there. So you've got the water flow rate to determine how fast the water is going to flow, and then you've also got the heat as well. And by changing the heat and changing the flow rate, that'll be dependent on the temperature, what actually comes out of the shower. And trust me, it comes out very warm. It certainly comes out warm enough to be having a shower. It's piping hot. It really is useful. And I just love it. I've loved this Joolca for a while. There is actually another couple of products which I've seen on the website, and I am actually tempted by them as well, because it's good, it works really well. And like I said, I've had my eyes on this for a long time, and I'd seen how quickly it can be put up, how easy it is to be put up, and it genuinely is as quick and easy as it looks on the website, on the pictures. So I'll demonstrate all that. Set a camera, I'll get it all set up, I'll show you the awning cover as well. So basically the awning cover, I mean, this is water resistant, but the actual awning cover goes over the top of it, and then it's got some poles and it just sits out nicely. And yeah, it's just brilliant. It's just a really, really good option. That is the setup which can give you an ensuite to your campervan. I think it's really cool. Let me know what you think of it. So in the test which I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be testing out toilets just to show you the differences between the chemical one, the composting one, the dry one, ones which fit under the seats in campervans, and I won't be actually testing them, I'll just be showing them. And then also as far as showers are concerned, so testing out things such as the solar shower, you know, the bag shower, the £5 jobby which you get from Amazon, showing you how that works, not very well, showing you how that works in kind of a setup like this, and obviously in isolation. And then this van itself, you know, this van is fitted with a water heating system. So there's lots of different ways of doing it, lots of different choices which people can make. So I'm just going to show them you so you can make some informed decisions. But that's my new setup and I love it. Although that's not my new van. My new van should already be on the channel by now. So anyway, if you haven't seen any of the videos, which I am talking about campervans, then you can have a look at those here. Thanks for watching, take care, and I hope to see you soon.